And then, like, for example, when I look at your face here, you to me look like a very sweet, innocent woman. Like when I look at you there, I feel sympathy and or yes, sympathy, and I feel all of the emotions that a man is supposed to feel when he looks at a woman.
Hmm.
But when I look at you now, like as you are now with the makeup on, it does enhance the eyes. I get it,
Yeah,
but don't feel the same level of looking upon someone innocent and sweet as you are now.
totally understandable.
Because
I think that's a fair. I also look much younger without makeup on.
that's
Is the
always a good
other
thing.
that's the catch. That's the catch 22 of it. Is I get carded when I'm out and not wearing makeup. I don't get carded if I'm out wearing makeup.
Mhm.
Now I
And
put it
so
on because it looks better under the lights, but
now, what do you think of the idea that women should not wear any makeup at all?
I know there's groups of religions that don't believe in makeup at all. I fall somewhere in the middle of it. I think makeup has gotten incredibly excessive to the point of you can't even actually tell what someone looks like underneath it at this point. But it's kind of like drinking for me. If you want to wear makeup, wear makeup. If you don't. I'm not judging you either way.
Mhm. You said it's kind of like drinking, meaning like if you don't drink, don't. If you do drink,
If
do.
you don't drink, don't. Like I've never been somebody that is like you have to drink, and I'm take it or leave it. I'm a take it or leave
Mhm,
it kind of person. So,
mhm,
for something like this is the makeup's kind of the mask, I guess, is what I would say. It's kind of my screen persona.
mhm,
And it's, I get dolled up when I go out with my husband. Outside
mhm,
of that, like I have work makeup. It's just enough
mhm.
that I look like I cared to get up in the morning.
And so with the makeup thing, one of the challenges for me is that, so one, I think we both agree, as you said, you look younger, you look more pure,
Mhm.
you look sweeter, you look like someone I would take pity on and I would empathize with. Whereas with makeup, it's a layer of, oh, there we it's a layer of masking.
Mhm.
And to me, when I see makeup and high heels, I think of a woman who works at night and earns her money with her body. So why would you participate in
Yeah.
that as a Christian woman instead of like trying to separate yourself from those who are worldly?
All right, I just missed some of that. I'm sorry, my internet was cutting in and out.
Fair enough. Yeah, I said as a
I heard
Christian woman.
I heard to the mask, yeah.
Yes, I said as a Christian woman, why not separate yourself from those who are worldly in your appearance, not wearing the makeup, not doing the high heels, not dyeing your hair, and just be that which God created? Has your husband or father ever mentioned like no heels, no makeup?
No, not at all. My husband
Mhm,
tells me I look beautiful either way. So he
mhm.
appreciates when I put the effort in to, kind of doll up and look better, especially if we're going to go out. But I
Why
mean,
would going out make a
I wake
difference?
up with a breathe right strip and all that on my face, and he still thinks I look beautiful. So I have that going for me.
Why would you doll up to go out if you're going out in front of other men? Wouldn't that be the time to doll down, like to
Oh,
look
I
less
only put
good?
on makeup for my husband, but it's because I want to look like I belong with him.
You said your husband doesn't care about the makeup either way. So how are you putting on makeup for your husband?
He thinks I look beautiful with it. Also, you can bring him over here and ask him if you want.
No, I actually think it's quite fascinating to hear it through you as your representation of him. But if you want me to interview him, I can interview him, no problem.
But I mean, just for me, it's I put in more effort because I want to look like I belong with my husband. Because when he puts on nice clothes, he looks amazing, and I feel like I look a little dowdy with no makeup. So it's more that I
You
care
said
that I look
Doughty?
correct with my husband. Dowdy, yes,
Oh, Downey.
dowdy. It's
Dowdy. Oh, listen.
I don't look as put together. I don't look like I've put in the effort. For me, it's I put in the effort because I love him and I want to look nice and put together going out, not like I just rolled out of bed and we're going somewhere.
Yeah, but you do realize that what you're saying doesn't make sense, right?
No, I believe it makes sense to me,
No,
but
I know maybe it makes sense to you, but it doesn't make sense like outside of your mind. like in reality. Like you're saying that you have to put on makeup to look like you're putting in an effort or to look like you didn't roll out of bed. Like every man on earth who's heterosexual doesn't wear any makeup. So after we wash our face and groom ourselves, like we look presentable. And you similarly as a woman, and women are more beautiful than men naturally. So with what you were created to be, you don't you cannot enhance what God created. So why would you think that the products that you spend money on make you look better?
I think you can. I think it enhances how I look personally. I feel like I look better and more put together and
But
less vulnerable.
what do you mean by less vulnerable?
I mean, I have like I naturally have dark circles under my eyes, and that's just the nature of the beast.
But what do you mean by
So
vulnerable? How does not wearing makeup make you vulnerable?
there's just I'm going out to be judged in the state that I am.
As a Christian woman, yes, like what God created. So like, why is the truth problematic?
Guess I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that I think that you look perfectly fine without, and I'm not telling you you need to impress me. I just find it strange that women going out with their man who sees them at home without makeup, all of a sudden when you go in the public, you're putting on makeup because the subconscious driver is that you're trying to look good for other people other than your husband. It's just the facts. And the duality in your thinking that kind of separates you from reality is very troubling. And I think it's upon weak men that we don't enforce women to live in happy, healthy, natural ways, especially if we claim to be people of the book, a Jew, a Muslim, a Christian. I think is really dangerous because we're not actually like the people. For as far as I'm concerned, with white Christians, the best white Christian you will ever find in order. The Amish, Mennonites, Joangers, 36ers, then the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses, and then after that, there's just a huge gap, and then there's everybody else. Very good. Thank you for that, Vincent. Chung writes, she says women have intuition because they want it to be true. Yeah, bro, I hear you. Similarly, we hear them claim they have emotional intelligence while having no emotional control. Bruh, talk about it.
That's actually the misunderstanding. If I can jump in on that one,
Go on.
I thank God for my stepdad. He raised me to believe this. Emotional intelligence is emotional control. Period.
Right.
And that's what women fail to understand. They're like, oh, I'm so emotionally intelligent, but then they just like cry at everything. No. Emotional intelligence is when you can control your emotions. That is the misunderstanding. And most women don't have it at all.